Hey y'all, and welcome to the London Preview Show. We are all here for the London Diamond League this weekend, and we are in the Tracksmith House right here in London. I'm Demetria Carter, and joined with me today, we have Miss Danielle. We're on home territory for you. Tell us where we are and how's it feel to be home?
So we are currently in Marylebone, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous area of London. Most areas of London are gorgeous, to be fair.
Love it.
And it is so lovely to be here. It's so lovely to be here with you guys. And
We've had so much fun. We've had a crazy week, huh?
We've basically been on maybe not around the world, but an around Europe tour at this point.
Yeah, quite the adventure. Johnny Pace, welcome back.
We're
always together.
Always together. It's been fun, going around Europe with you, seeing all the sights, getting all the action. And I'm excited to be here in London. I think this is going to be just an unbelievable weekend at the London Diamond League.
Right, I'm excited. We're going to dive into this London preview show, but I didn't tell you I was going to ask this. I want to know, what has been your favorite thing so far from between Monaco Diamond League? We just filmed a phenomenal workout Wednesday in Italy, and now we have London coming up, but London's about to be stacked. But before we get into the stacked field, what was like the highlight?
Ooh. So I think, Monaco is Monaco. We did not get to jump off a yacht, which was...
We didn't.
Working on it.
We're working on it. Next year. There's always next year. But Monaco was spectacular. And I think to have quite literally such a tiny principality host one of the most incredible track meets of the year, and to see how they put it on and the glitz and the glamour. The Prince of Monaco was walking around the track. So how do you compete with that?
There was also some other royalties, some F1 drivers out there too.
Charles Leclerc was there.
Yeah.
That's my F1 husband.
Yeah, I was like, Danielle, that man is somebody. I found him on Instagram, so I'm an F1 fan now. Yeah.
Oh, you saw him on, like, that's somebody important.
Well, yeah, I was like, he just had the aura of somebody.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel the same way. To me, like, Monaco was always like the bucket list Diamond League those arches are iconic. That stadium's like iconic, and the south of France, I've come to learn, is like just one of the prettiest places in the world. So that was a lot of fun.
Now let's get into this London preview. It's stacked. I'm so happy to be here because London Diamond League never fails to disappoint. Danielle, I'm going to have you kick us off. We're going to start with the men's. We're going to go into the women's. But from the men's side of things, what event are you looking forward to, and should we keep our eyes out for?
The 100. It has to be the 100. Obviously it's Noah's first of the year. So that will be incredible to see. He stepped out in Monaco in that 200 and
won, beat the Olympic champ.
did what he does best.
Did you guys see that comment?
Yeah, I did.
Who needs a rust buster?
Yeah, no, he was. But also, he opened in July, you know, so at a certain point, I think sometimes you do your rust busting in public, sometimes you do it in private. I get the sense that he did it in private this year and has just stepped out ready to go.
Yeah.
But that 100, I think, is, and not just Noah as well, because we've also got Akani Simbine, who's been on an absolute tear of wins with the Diamond League this year. And so I don't know if there's some sort of, something incredibly special going on with him in Diamond League. If he pulls off the miracle of the year, if you see me losing my mind in the background, if he pulls off that win, just know I'm cheering for him a little bit quietly, but.
Yeah, I'm excited, I think, because Letsile Tebogo's in it. Not that 100's his strength, but I think to have the Olympic 100-meter champ, the Olympic 200-meter champ, and then you throw Simbine in there. Simbine, to your point, phenomenal year. I think I'm excited for that race because I think Noah Lyles, to your point of your question, and Nia has said it too, that he's not going to show up and not be. Noah Lyles is not that type of person. Because even at Monaco, I think he hopped on the athletes lounge and basically they asked him why this meet, and he was just like, I needed to run, and this meet was this weekend. It wasn't like he was like, I need to tune up for Tokyo, and he did just that. Yeah.
Incredible.
I love it. I want to go into this men's 800. We saw Emmanuel Winyoni. I butchered, I'm so sorry. I try my best to pronounce names correctly. But he came up with the win in Monaco against the entire Olympic podium.
Made it look easy.
Made it look easy. Talk me through that. I know we all were there to witness it.
Yeah, you had 9 of the top 10 in Monaco, and so that was guaranteed to be an amazing race. But yeah, he asserted himself. I don't think it was even close. You had Marco Arop wasn't even. You thought, I think he was probably the most likely to give a challenge, especially off Grand Slam. strong as he's been in that. But no, it was all him, and I think we're going to get another really good one. I think, though, one of the most interesting storylines about this 800 is that Brazier's, going to make a international appearance. What's going to happen? Like the comeback story is going to be incredible.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see him race.
No, I can't wait. It's been 3 years, 3 years. I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? Like a lot of the folks in the field have never overlapped.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about, considering how dominant he was. And I mean, I love comeback stories. They're my favorite thing on the planet. Anytime someone takes a break from athletics and comes back, I'm like, you are immediately my favorite. Because to live a life that has no winter and off-season training, especially for something like the 800, and then to willingly come back to that.
Willingly.
That's love.
And he came back, though, like, running good.
Yeah.
Like, it was...
No,
he ran,
this
I think
is
he opened
not
up in, like, Portland, I believe, but it was, like...
143, I believe. Yeah, no, it's not a case of someone who's come back and he's making headlines because of who he is. He's come back, and he's come back well.
Yeah.
So I am so excited to see what he does.
A man with some unfinished business, clearly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it.
Sometimes track haunts you. You don't know. You guys might see me back next year. We could cut that.
First.
Speaking of you coming back, watch Danielle on the 400. She's a former Olympian and she's running the 400. But on this men's 400 side, we have the, I think he still has the world lead. Don't quote me on it, but he had it. But Zakeith Nini, he's been, wait, does he not have it anymore?
No, I think he does.
I was like, he still has it. He
right.
ran it like a continental tour, had the world lead. And then, I'm not going to say we haven't seen him, but like the past, like he wasn't at pre, he wasn't like at these other meets. And even though we have like Quincy Wilson going 44-1, I think this field is still going to be fun because we have Vernon Norwood, we have Matthew Hudson Smith, but Mr. Nini, I'm ready for it. Yeah. To see him in person.
No, I mean, it's going to be incredible. But as you say that, Matthew Hudson Smith in front of a London crowd.
He is on home territory.
And you know what? His ability to, sort of pull out an incredible time when it matters. When he's at home, when it's at World Champs, when it's at an Olympics. He's got this almost supernatural power to summon something that you wouldn't have seen all season. And that's not to say he hasn't been running well all season. He's been doing rather well. But I'm really excited to see what he does in front of his home stadium.
Can you actually elaborate on that? Because we didn't really touch on it at the beginning, but this is obviously in London. This is a home game for a lot of the Brits. Can you explain that relationship and what the crowd brings and what this meet actually means?
Oh, I could talk about this all day long. And this stadium is it's particularly special to me. So if you guys see me wiping tears on Saturday, just look away. But this stadium is where I made my Olympic debut. Oh, and so, hey, listen, it was a lot of work. I'm going to talk about it.
No, as you should.
I still, to this day, and it was a horrifying number of years ago, I was 16, but I can still hear what that crowd sounded like in that stadium. And London Diamond League is officially sold out completely. There is not a seat to be had in the house. And when you say that, stadiums rise and they carry athletes, that they do that in London, and you can feel that energy carrying you around the track. And especially when there's a British athlete on the track or on field, there's nothing, you can't hear anything. We're gonna need to have some incredible audio running in the background for this athlete's lounge because it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And the Brits love their athletes, and they are very protective of their athletes. They're very supportive of their athletes. We have an incredible track and field culture here. It's actually athletics here. Right. But, we have an incredible culture of this sport in this city. And it's really something special to see. You're gonna have to keep an eye out for it on Saturday.
Keep an eye out, girl. I bet.
Both eyes.
You better hope I press record on these interviews. I'm like, actually, hold on. We're gonna watch this together. But athletes do love watching races, so it's a benefit.
That is true.
Yeah.
We may have to pull you down out of the stands.
I'll be cheering.
That's kind of interesting too. Tracksmith in Boston really plays into that American running culture. But now that you say it, I feel like athletics in London and in the UK also has so much history to it.
So much history. And Tracksmith has become, a serious part of that here, especially in the London running scene. Track House.
You just saying that.
No, I am not.
Really?
I come here all the time.
So what do they do? Are they doing like runs?
They do community runs. I believe it's 5 times a week. No, yeah, they do 5. They do a track night, which is the only one of those runs you would ever see me at. But they do a Sunday long run, which is none of my business. They do women's only runs. They do mental health check-in runs.
Women's only is my business. I can get behind
let
that.
me tell you.
Nice space, and it's like, what is it? Regent Park or something is down the street.
Hyde Park.
So Hyde Park is. I'm not good with directions, but Hyde Park is somewhere that way, and Regent's Park is somewhere up that way. But the point being that there's access to 2 of the largest parks in London, which is what we should maybe call it. There's access to 2 of the largest parks in London, which both host incredible running communities. And I mean, I've fun little fact here. So I live close-ish to Hyde Park, and my dog has now started on our morning walks folding into run clubs. So I'll look up.
What's your dog's name?
And his name is Tonga.
Tonga, if you see Tonga.
Big Rhodesian Ridgeback, 7, very naughty, doesn't come back when he's called. But he's literally he'll just start running with the run crew, and then I've got to go and get him and bring him back, because that's how many of them there are.
Some unplanned miles.
Oh, listen. He's a sprinter at heart, though. He's only got about 300 meters in him.
I love it. Speaking of sprinting, this has nothing to do with it, but I do want to talk about this home field advantage because the men's 1500 is coming up, and there's a lot of home field advantages in this field.
It's such a British race.
And I'm not mad about it.
No.
Johnny, I know you were looking forward to this race.
Yeah,
Talk me through it.
You know, it's hard not to be excited about this one. We got 2 world champions in the 15 on home soil. Like, that's going to be electric. It's going to be interesting. I think the race was shaping up to be maybe, I mean, with Jakob Ingebrigtsen entered, was going to be just a whole other level, but like it's going to still be exceptional. And it's hard to say. I think Josh probably, based on the way the season's gone, is probably the favorite at this point in time. But you know, Whiteman has been doing quite well, as I mean, the field is going to be quite deep. I think they're going to.
Yeah. And I know not to Josh at all, because I love Josh, and I think he's shaping up for Tokyo before anything else.
Yeah.
But I think statistically, I could see Jake or Elliott
Yeah.
coming away with that win.
Yeah.
But I think regardless, it might be somebody who's from here. Like,
No, I do. I
no
really
disrespect to like Ali
Yeah.
O'Hare. I think he's going to run well, but like something about being in a which sold out crowd.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And it's not like a little stadium. This is the Olympic stadium.
No. I want to say it's got a capacity of 80,000. Again, don't quote me on that, but it's large. Wow. It is a significant crowd that turns up.
Yeah, that's the last event of the program. So
Yeah,
it's the grand finale.
And I mean the 1500. Not ever since Jake won it. There's always been a really strong culture. The Brits love middle distance. Yeah. So I mean, obviously Sebco. You know, how do you talk about British middle distance running? But even then, it's the women's side with Keeley, who unfortunately we're not going to be seeing at London, but will be turning up later in the season for sure. You know, Laura Muir, who I believe is running. In the women's mile, I want to say. But yeah, I mean, that culture is really, really strong. You know, the sprints have started to come up recently in the last decade or so for the Brits. But that 800, 1500, they love it. They love a good 3 3/4 laps.
It's going to be so good. I can't wait.
I love it. I want to talk about Danielle's hot take, but I do want to mention on the field side of things, specifically men's discus, Mikolas Alekna. He is in the collegiate system, was at Cal State, I believe. His coach left, because there's a lot of coach changes in the NCAA system. He's now transferred to University of Oregon.
Okay.
At NCAA's, he can't seem to come away with a title yet, but he went undefeated all collegiate system, won pre, and now he's here in London. Like, he won the Eugene Diamond League, now he's here at the London Diamond League. It's something about NCAA's that gets him, but I'm so confident in him to compete very well in London, and I think he will come away with the win. But I love watching this man throw, unless it's NCAA's. Yeah.
I mean, he's on a hot streak right now.
Yeah.
That confidence, maybe NCAA can get him, but the international scene seems to be just fine. So.
Right.
Hey, perform where it counts.
I love it.
Not to say that NCAA doesn't count, but
You're a world league or something, right?
No, he had the World League going into NCAA's.
Yeah, okay.
No, like it's like it's some no, like truly, like I talked to the throwers, they're like it's something about NCAA's for him. Yeah. I think that it sounds. I remember watching it. I didn't get to watch much because I was doing interviews, but I think he got passed on like the 6th throw. Whoever beat him, it was like their last throw. It was one of those type of wins.
Oh, that's painful.
It's tough, but he also didn't throw well himself. Okay. And I don't know about discus throwing conditions. Like it wasn't rainy or anything, but I don't know what optimal conditions are. But whatever it was, like I think he threw like 66 meters, but he's like a high 60 thrower. So I'm confident London's going to do what it does best for him.
And it's good weather too.
It is good weather.
Because you know what? London and no rain.
I did notice that.
That is not a guarantee. Let's not talk about it too much.
I don't want to talk about it because we don't want to jinx it. We're going to go ahead. We're going to move forward. We're going to move forward. It's like a Portland, really. But I do want to go into this hot take. She was just talking about how it's a mid-distance scene here in London. And you're a 400 runner. We were all at dinner, and Danielle has a hot take about track and field. We all have hot takes. Socks with no socks, headphones, no headphones. But Danielle, what is your hot take when it comes to a 400 runner and an 800 runner?
I love how we just spent like 10 minutes talking about how the UK has this really strong 815 card. And Demetra said, why don't I get you canceled at home?
But like, I agree with your opinion though.
True. So we were at dinner and we were talking about different events, 400, 800. And I said that 800 runners are just 400 runners who didn't have the strength of character to say no to their coach when they were young. And let me explain. No. Because here's my thing. There's always a point. If you talk to almost all 800 runners, there's not going to be someone who pops up to be like, I wanted to run the 800. And I don't think you did. All 800 runners start out as 400 runners when you're younger because the 800 is a beast. What happens is at some point, your coach is going to look at you and go, you should try the 800. And you know what? They did it to me. And I said, no. And then they put me in the race anyway. And I walked across the line.
So you can say no.
You can say no. You don't have to do it. You do not have to do it.
Just fine for you.
You know what? I think I did pretty well, to be honest, dodging that. I've got 1 under my belt. I don't even run them in training. I'd literally rather run 1,000 meters. Horrific race. I don't believe in crossing the finish line more than once. I've got to be really honest with you.
No, that's so real.
I don't.
No, because even as a sprinter, I think the most I did was a 500, and that was pushing it.
That's why it's called a finish line, because you get
where
there
you stop.
and you're done. So,
what about the milers that come down? Can we forget about them?
There's no theory for that.
No.
Yeah.
They're
if you're too slow, you go up. I do know that.
Yeah, that is true.
Like if you're not, that's not an opinion. Coaches have said like, typically if you go from a 1 to a 2 to a 4 to an 8 to a mile, that means you weren't fast enough.
Yeah.
So you just keep moving
I've heard
up.
that. Yeah, I know. I completely agree with that. But I mean, to your point about the mile to 800, I also think that's a strength of character thing.
Yeah.
Because
Mile is fun though.
Johnny,
I mean, I wouldn't know.
When was the last time you ran an 800?
Oh gosh, it was the media 800 worst.
Oh, at Worlds.
Worlds in Budapest, I guess.
Are you gonna run the media race in Tokyo?
You already know the answer to that question.
Okay. I won't be. Johnny, are you?
It's a strength of character thing. I don't have the strength.
I don't have the strength.
So yeah, I'm gonna be on that line. I'm not gonna love
You don't have the strength to say no. It's crazy.
Listen, I've got to be really honest. Barring me losing a bet between now and September, I will be taking photos of Johnny in the worst lag day.
I gotta get her out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a bet to make with you.
Oh, God.
Actually, better yet, let's call.
Let's do it right now.
No, I'll wait till the end. We're gonna go into the women's preview. We're gonna call a race.
Okay.
I don't know how this bet works because it's 3 people, but because you can't just be wrong. You have to be like blatantly wrong to lose something. I feel like
that's true.
We'll figure out a bet.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, to get you in the 800 and not me. All right, women's side. Danielle, I'm going to go right back to you. We're going to start on the field side of things, though, so we're going to avoid this mid-distance sprint saga. What field event are you looking forward to?
Ooh, women's long jump. Women's long jump. We have Malaika Mahambo, who I'm convinced at this point is both, an incredibly powerful jumper and also made of feathers because...
Made of feathers.
How does she fly through the air so incredibly gracefully? It looks like it takes
like poetry.
No effort at all from her. And then we also have KJT, who is Katarina Johnson-Thompson, who is a British heptathlete who I was talking about comeback stories, has one of the most incredible stories in, I mean, British athletics, global athletics. She ruptured her Achilles in the 200 at Worlds, I believe, not this past one, but the previous. And I mean, it was heartbreaking to see. There's nothing worse than seeing an athlete being carried off the track. And, you know, and a lot of people kind of were like, oh, that's it. You know, she's done. That was sort of her last major competition, they thought. And she's back. And she's back and she's better.
Period.
And she's building to what I believe is going to be an incredible competition in Tokyo. She's just so nice. And I think that really should count for something. She is one of the loveliest people. I used to bump into her on the circuit all the time. And when someone is just so kind, I think, which you don't always find, you know, I mean, in life, in athletics, in everything in general. So I'm putting up, I think we should have like a nice meter or something that we put up for. You know, it just really, like, you want her to do well. You want her to succeed. You want that loveliness that she puts out in the world to come back full circle and greet her in the form of success.
I do want to mention on the American side, we have our girl Monet Nichols, Olympian, world medalist, all the things. I'm so excited to see what she does with her hair. She has lots, but she always does, like, I don't know, flat. She does cute designs, so I'm looking forward to it. And then Miss Claire Bryant, world indoor champion, she's about to be here. So between Mahambo, KJT, and Claire and Monet, it's going to be a far one, not fast, a far one. Going on the women's 400 hurdle side, we have Danielle. We have Danielle here. We have Danielle running 400 hurdles, but on the women's 400 hurdle side, your former high school teammate is running?
Competitor.
Okay, I did. We literally talked about this. Competitor.
We did. Yeah. No, so Gianna Woodruff, so I went to Oaks Christian, not me giving my high school a shout out, in Westlake Village in California, and she was at St. Mary's. So we spent literally 4 years competing against each other, and she runs for Panama. So she's been on the circuit basically since we left high school. And so it's always just so cool it's kind of funny, I think, because when you're used to seeing someone, I still expect to see her in her St. Mary's uniform, and every time she steps out, I'm like, oh,
who is this?
That's not blue and white. But yeah, so that's going to be incredibly cool. She's doing really well this season. She's broken 54, so.
I'm glad you mentioned that, by the way, because like this is something I've kept to myself. But like Noah Lyles was in my region, so I still see him that same way. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see him in a TC Williams singlet, but obviously it's like, it's still like it's like disorienting to me to see. Where are you from? Your region? Northern Virginia.
Really kept that to yourself.
6A North. Yeah.
I told everybody.
Yeah. no, we had,
it's me.
And then you go to the state meet and you had Grant Holloway, so it was like. I've seen these guys for a while.
Oh, your state meet had no chance.
And then Noah also went straight from high school to like pro too.
He did, yeah. Him and Drew Hunter both went to Adidas. So yeah, still in the game, getting better every week.
I love it. Noah's also, he's racing, but Noah's also one of those people who it's rare that you see somebody skip college and still perform the same.
Yeah.
And he's one of those ones that like, you forget that he didn't go, he just never, he just was fast and found a good coach, and he's been fast since. So he's definitely impressive. And I don't want to say one of one, maybe 3 of 3. There's probably a couple other people who've done the same thing, but but it's rare. Going into women's 800, we have Addie Wiley and Georgia Bell Hunter. Yeah. Miss Georgia in her home territory. I love a home territory. There's a lot of people who are on their home turf. So it makes me excited for this women's 800. Where are y'all's heads at when it comes to this race?
I mean, it's that home field advantage again. Georgia's coming in good form. She trains with Keely with the M11 group, and like it's good company to keep.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even know if Georgia needs that home field advantage. She's doing, even though she's doing incredibly well at this point. She is also another comeback kid. I think that is quite. It used to be her Instagram handle. I think some variation of it.
Georgia Bell, the duathlete.
Yeah, no. But even before that. And she did like an Instagram series because she actually fully left athletics again I think she left for 4 years, 3 or 4 years. She was gone. And just literally started running her local park runs. I forget where, and I think in Battersea Park, which is another park in the south of London. And literally just started doing park runs, got faster. And then I may have this wrong, but if I've got it right, it's great considering where we are. I believe it was at one of the Tracksmith like 5,000 races that she really, I mean, she ran something spectacular, and that kind of catapulted her up back into the professional leagues. Again, don't quote me on that.
I mean, we're talking about one of the preeminent, forces in the event right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can't count her out. Like I said, the home field advantage will be incredible for her, but she doesn't need it. She does not need it.
So we'll go on record from the Tracksmith 5K to the London Diamond League.
You can go on record. I can't remember.
She went like a 5K in London.
I like that story. I'll have to look into that.
And then I'm going to go back to field one more time. Women's high jump. We have our world record holder, Miss Yaroslava. I love watching her jump. Yeah. Like the high jump girlies, honestly, every jumper has my heart, but it's something about field that I'm just like, I don't know, like the energy that they bring. And I love watching her compete. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, that's really what this is. I have no questions. I'm excited to watch her jump.
No, it's going to be incredible. And she's so joyful with it as well. Like she's just so happy. She's just so happy. And I love that when you see someone happy to be there. Because like, the once you get up to the twos are still pretty happy to be there, but you get up to 4, 8, 15. You love it. You love the sport. You know what you're about to do. You know it's going to hurt in the home stretch. But she's just, Yaroslav, there's just joy.
She's just happy. Yeah, it makes me happy watching her. Yeah. And I might not know much about high jump, but I know when she's happy. Yeah. And then our final race, I'm going to bring us home. What I am so excited to see is this women's 200. I'm most excited because we have a training group. I don't know if they actually do all their reps together, but they're all based in Austin, training under Coach Flo. We have Rashida Adeleke, Juju, Miss Julian Alfred, and then we have Dina Asher-Smith. Dina's on home turf. Yeah. But we also, I'm excited for this because we have Olympic champ Julian Alfred, and then Rashida Adeleke. I believe this is her first 200 of the season. She's a 400 runner, but or the first 200 on the Diamond League circuit. It definitely hasn't been on the Diamond League circuit, but I'm excited to see those three kind of go at it. There's other people in this field I know, but those three for sure I'm looking forward to.
Well, Julian's coming off a big win last weekend, but that was in the 100.
Yeah. And I think going into like this meet and moving forward into Tokyo, because it's in September, Julian, after that loss in pre against Melissa Jefferson Wooden, has a chip on her shoulder because she was not happy. Yeah, no. And I think the moment that you're not satisfied with yourself or with your performance or how you execute it, that's dangerous. Because like when Julian puts a race together, we've seen what she can do. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
To me, that's like the perfect amount of chip as well, because it's not like she was, way in the back. Just enough of like a bitter taste to really bring you to that next level it's going to take to like be a champion.
Yeah,
it's a good point.
No, absolutely. And there's also, there's Miss Dina as well, who we cannot count out. We cannot, not speak about on this. Yeah. She is. You could argue sort of the British darling of sprints. And
she's a legend here.
Yeah, I was going to say very rightly so. It is a well-deserved title. She's done some incredible things. World champion, in the 200.
She has a Barbie.
She does.
Yeah, I tried to get it. You can't get it anymore. But it was like a limited edition Barbie, but it was sold out. But even it was like a year or two ago. Might have been after her world title. Okay. But even to this day, I tried to go on eBay and get I can't find it.
Not you on eBay.
Well, I was like, I need this. I want this item, and I was trying to get it for our show. Anyway, she has a Barbie. Just know that she has one. You probably can't get it anymore. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Maybe she could loan it to us. She's just down the road and all. On loan from
I'm like, can you come to our office, but bring your Barbie?
That's a question for you, Dina. If you're around,
come I just want to see it, actually. That'll be even better. I just want to see it. I am so excited to spend the weekend with Danielle, Johnny, and then we have Catherine, who's behind the camera, but you can't see her, but she's going to be on the ground too. Make sure you tune into the Athletes Lounge, the World Feed, and we have 2 feeds of just straight field events. So for all my field event lovers, you can see it uninterrupted. Make sure you tune in this weekend. We will be here getting all the coverage for you, and thank y'all for watching. Bye, y'all.